find your lack of faith disturbing.
Gotcha!
SmashMouth Footballerz.
We got a dream, next to the team, yeah, we can handle it. Soon as I go and I step in arenas, they call
Introducing.
They know what it is, know what I do.
Nick Tate.
Who don't understand? Yeah, that's overdue. My trophy say that's overdue. My ring.
Joe Caldero.
Yeah, they know it's true. They couldn't walk a mile or even fit
Chad Young.
my shoes. Still I got a lot to prove, but for all that we've been through, this overdue. This the anthem.
Hey, welcome to SmashMouth Footballerz. I'm Nick Tate.
Joe Caldero.
And I'm the Shadow Act.
Guys, look, we truly appreciate all the love and support you guys have been giving us. Don't forget our giveaways. It's giveaway right now, guys. For the next 5 weeks, if you comment on one of our weekly videos of that week, we are going to give away some of our merchandise. Right. We want you guys to know what it's like to support the crew, and we want to show all the love and support back to all our fans out there. So every week, for the next 5 weeks, we're going to be giving away a tumbler, a hat,
a shirt,
and a shirt to some of our loyal fans. That's 3 winners every week. All you got to do is comment. We're going to give it away. Also, looking for those subscribers, guys. We're trying to get our team, trying to build our crew up. We're going to try to make it better for us and for you guys out there, because everything that you guys give us, we give right back to y'all. This is a hobby for us, and this isn't anything that we live off of. So, 3,500 subscribers. We're giving away 3 signed and authenticated Tyjae Spears jerseys.
Why Tyjae Spears?
Because he's from New Orleans.
Yep. And we are in Louisiana.
That's right.
Love him.
They're all authenticated and signed straight from Pristine Auction. Our great guys, that's where we get all our stuff from, as well as a Jackson jersey signed and authenticated when he was on the Chargers.
JC. Yep.
Hey, so once we get to 5,000 subscribers, we're going to give 4 more winners. That's right. That's 8 winners on subscriptions alone. So we got Kyrie Williams signed an authenticated jersey, as well as 3 mystery boxes, guys.
Yep. Signed, sealed, and delivered. They could be yours.
That's right. 2 of them are jerseys by an NFL star. We don't know who they are. And one of them is a football.
Yep. And we'd appreciate it if y'all let us know what you get. Send us a video. We'll put it on the podcast.
Yeah. Reach out to us at smashmouth1footballerz@gmail.com.
Yeah, we're if you guys haven't already, just hit the subscribe button, man. It helps us out a lot. No other podcasts are offering all of these prizes.
Yes, sir.
We do this for y'all because we appreciate that y'all are helping us out.
Yes, sir.
So hit that button. It doesn't cost you a thing. Subscribe to us, and we'll keep on rolling with the prizes.
We'll keep pushing it out, guys. Also, just to be on that we're going to be picking our winners from guys who make comments and likes on any video. It doesn't matter. If you've done our weekly giveaway and you've commented on the video, you subscribe, you like, boom, you're in there.
Yep.
Also, merchandise, right? So we're giving away our merchandise, but also if you go and you say, you know what, I want another one of those tumblers. I like the other color of that hat. Maybe I want a different color T-shirt. Maybe you want a dry fit T-shirt. So we're giving away.
Yeah, fishing shirt.
For every $5 you spend, we're going to give away this signed, authenticated by Beckett, Devin White mini speed helmet from when he was on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
LSU alumni.
There you go, baby. Also, hey, maybe you're a Star Wars fan. We've got a signed Funko Pop Mandalorian Boba Fett. Again, authenticated. Just reach out to it and for every $5, there's going to be 2 winners, one for this, one for that, and it's just for every $5 you spend in a merch store.
Yeah, and you'll really appreciate the quality of the merchandise anyway.
That's it, guys. All right, so today we're going to go over our new team analysis, and of course we're going to go over our favorite team, the Saints.
New Orleans Saints.
It's a dumpster fire right now.
That's it. So the guys, they said, you know what, let's try to do this once a week. We're going to go over a team, and we're going to give you some information. We're going to go over salary cap. We're going to go over all kinds of information. Sometimes we'll be picking the team up. Sometimes we'll be putting the team in the ground. And this week we're complaining.
So let's go ahead and start with Dennis Allen. Okay. Gone. Thank goodness. Should have been gone.
Just so you know, our first episode of the season, I predicted he would be fired.
By the middle of the season, you sure did.
Yep.
Colin Cowherd had that hot take by week 7.
Yeah.
He just missed it by a little bit. I thought they were going to do it the bye week, but that Carolina loss is too embarrassing.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know where they got away from the first 2 games of the year, where they were just like going at it, fooling teams. They had a lot of movement, and then they just got away from it.
Yeah, it's like
they took something they were winning with, and they said,
like,
you know what,
we're not going to do that anymore.
We don't like that. Boom, it's gone.
Well, I think you lost Eric McCoy.
Yep.
You lost your center. They ran the offensive line.
Probably the only major weapon they had on the line.
You have Trevor Penning, which he's been subpar.
Yeah.
He's been subpar. You gave up 2 draft picks for him.
Yeah.
And that's been missing. Tuis Fuaga is a very positive spot. You were patching the left guard with Lucas Patrick, and then at one point you're bringing old Nick Saldivari back in, who never really did much of anything. And the first problem is Mickey Loomis made the terrible hire of Dennis Allen when he was at 8-something with the Raiders, and he got
like 8-28 or something like that.
And this guy took
8-16.
an 8-win team after 3 years, and he built this team around that old team. We knew it was going to work.
And he did it by bringing over his quarterback that he lost with.
And I've said it when they brought him in. I said it all. Derek Carr
is not
a quarterback.
No.
He's not an NFL caliber quarterback.
I had hope. I prayed for it just because you want to see your team win. I figured maybe he comes with some fire because he got canned from the Raiders. Maybe, you know what? I am a good quarterback. I am capable of doing this. I'm going to try harder, work harder, become something better. And he just didn't do it.
Let me tell you, this is the telltale sign. This has always been the telltale sign. His best year was an offensive genius like John Gruden.
Yep.
And look at the weapons he had. He had amazing weapons. People, I don't want to hear he didn't have weapons. He had a Josh Jacobs at one time.
Right. Yes.
Okay. He had Devontae Adams.
Yes.
Okay. He had 1 year Hunter Renfrow.
Yep.
He has been surrounded by weapons.
He had somebody in every position that he needed. Intermediate, long, everything.
Everything. Including the tight end. He retired before the season with the Giants.
Darren Waller.
Darren Waller.
The Walrus.
He had him over there.
Catch his new album out on Apple.
And he's had weapons. Gruden made him average.
Yeah.
And Gruden is an offensive genius. Dennis Allen is not going to.
Defensive coordinators do not make good
there
offensive
are maybe
coordinators.
2 outliers on that, but other than that, no, I can't think of many.
No, they don't, man. They just don't have the creative. See, I think that I think just from what I've seen over the years, I believe what happens is they become so reactive to what the offenses are going to do and how they're going to plan on stopping them. They can't create and be creative to beat defenses.
Let me bring up something else that is the elephant in the room.
Okay.
I believe this. I firmly believe this. All right, we did get the pass interferences in the Rams. Nickel, he hit, who was it, Tommy Lewis? If that's obviously pass interference, right? Okay, if that doesn't happen, we're going to a Super Bowl. The Minnesota Miracle, with Stephon Diggs catching that ball on the rookie Marcus Williams.
Right.
Hey, that's Dennis Allen calling that coverage when the game is on the line. Dennis Allen with 2 minutes in the game and the deep offense driving, they're going to score.
Supposed defensive coordinator.
Defensive genius guru, he has let them score. Hey, it happened again. Kyle Rudolph in the back of the end zone against the Vikings. 2 minutes. Dennis Allen defense. When the game is on the line, we're going to lose the game. We've seen it in 2 NFC championships. I didn't have to see him become a head coach. I've watched it. I've lived it. Many a day, I have sat at home on my couch and cried about the bane of my existence and why Dennis Allen exists.
Yeah.
Well, he's gone now, ladies and gentlemen.
Moving forward, is Reese, and he is a disciple of Belichick and Sean Payton.
Yeah, he's not going to get this head coaching.
No. They probably won't give him the head coaching job. They'll bring somebody in. I would just elevate Clint Kubiak, but that's just me.
I don't like.
There's opportunity out there for change, and hopefully they get something out of the deal.
I don't know what anybody's seen in Clint Kubiak.
You don't like him?
I have not seen it since 2 weeks. I've not seen anything.
No. Not what he's done here.
I don't.
What he's done before.
Even in Minnesota, there were games that was 2 to 3 week lull games. I've seen he was a passing game coordinator for San Francisco, right? Like what he did for Brock Purdy, but they don't need him.
Who do you think would come into this mess?
Belichick.
Joe Brady?
I'm telling you right now.
Joe Brady is the odds-on favorite right now.
I hope he does.
Bring Bell in. Belichick. His girlfriend lives right down the street in New Orleans. She's, 20-something years old? But the thing is Belichick could do it.
He's 70-something.
That don't matter.
Man, I want Joe Brady. I want that new blood.
I want Joe Brady. I want Joe Brady, or I want Mike Vrabel.
Vrabel would be good because
he's hard-nosed.
Teams will run through a wall for him, man.
Yep.
So
it takes dedication and loyalty, I'll tell you that. And you can tell, what was it, week 5, the defense, just let them go. They wanted them to lose. They wanted Dennis Allen out of there.
It was on national TV.
It was, yes.
The announcers were bringing it up. Richard Sherman was bringing it up.
Yeah, they knew what was up. You could tell the difference between a team that says, whoop, there he went, and a team that just, you know what, he got by me, but I tried my hardest. They were just like letting them run.
Saints fans, this is not going to happen fast.
No, we're 4 years out.
Look, we're going to go over this real fast. Listen to what we have on the books for next year.
Yes.
Number 1, who accounts for our most salary cap money?
Derek Carr. We can't get rid of that
cap
guy.
hit.
Mickey Loomis converted his salary to a signing bonus.
Knowing that that's an anchor. You cannot get rid of that.
$50 million regardless of who he's playing with next year. We're paying for it.
Yeah, even worse than the Deshaun Watson.
Right? It's
our
gotten
our
worse.
dead cap space for next year is $48,436,507, and Derek Carr takes up $50 million.
Can you believe that? And no matter what,
and we're stuck with him until 2027.
Yeah, and this is, you can trade him.
No one's going to take that.
There may be somebody, but you're gonna have to be a car salesman for this one.
We're going to be paying for him to play wherever he goes.
Yeah. So this is the way I look at it, and I don't know if any coach would do this. Belichick would probably do this.
Belichick.
You, like I said about Deshaun Watson, you're stuck with him. So we're stuck with Derek Carr till 2027. You do your homework and you draft a good quarterback. You lose out. Go get Sanders. Go get
Cam Ward.
And
are yours.
So you have his rookie contract for 3 years. That's the same 3 years that you're stuck with Derek Carr's huge contract. So Derek Carr can back him up. Never touch the field. You have Derek Carr as a backup.
Yeah, because we're trying to win here.
But you got Cam Ward.
I'd rather not lose. I'd rather win.
Derek Carr, I know you're 27. After next year, he's gone. Okay. Ryan Ramczyk, number 2. Ryan Ramczyk stayed on and just went on IR for us to take that cap.
$29 million cap hit.
Yep.
He's going to retire next year, though. So that's going to be off the books.
Okay, good.
He is retiring his knee. I don't know if y'all saw him on the sidelines. He lost so much weight.
Yeah,
he's done.
He's hurting, bro.
Yeah. There's a guy that I need to retire.
Cam Jordan?
Yeah,
he's
absolutely.
He has
retire. To. We're stuck with that.
He's 36 years old.
I love you, Cam.
Yeah, thank you for everything you've done.
He takes up 7.34% of the cap hit.
Yeah, and it's $20 million in the cap hit.
I love you, Cam, but you have to retire.
The only way you're going to help this team is to retire.
Yeah.
So I think going forward, and you brought it up, Joe, got to do something with Taysom Hill.
Yeah, he needs to play quarterback moving forward.
He's our 4th biggest cap hit at $17,986,500.
What you do with Taysom Hill
for him to play 8 possessions in a game.
So what you do with Taysom Hill is you put him out front. You build value of Taysom Hill. And you trade him in the offseason.
Yeah,
you got to.
Is any of it dead money?
10 million.
10 million.
10 million.
You'll shave $7 million off.
Yep.
Yeah. Ship him to Denver.
There you go.
Ship him.
Hold on. Nope. His entire contract is dead cap. $17,709.
He'll be here. He'll be
around.
No, he's got a cash total of $10 million.
Yeah, he'll be here next year. Then we have Eric McCoy, who is the anchor. This is
the center.
Yeah, I'll keep his cap.
I'm keeping him. The Saints have to have something to build around. They did the great move.
He takes up 5.67% of cap hit.
And he deserves every bit of it. Probably the top 5 centers in the game.
And we're stuck with him till 2028.
Thank God. He's great.
So
Yeah,
for $15 million,
if you want to extend somebody, extend him.
$15,495,000, that's stretched over the next 3 years. I mean, that's not bad.
No, for him, I love it.
He plays almost every snap. He's out there all the time, so he's earning his money.
So I don't,
Taysom is and I love Taysom. I got Taysom jerseys. I got all this stuff, but the problem is Taysom only, like you said, he's only playing 8 plays a game for the fourth biggest chunk of money.
You got to put him out there, build value. I think he'll win more games than what we're doing right now.
Yes, without a doubt.
They're not gonna put him in.
And then on top of that, I mean, when he's out there playing quarterback, one, he can throw. Two, you don't know if he's going to run. And if he runs like a.
You can't keep running Alvin Kamara 30 times a game.
And
you just can't do it.
And you can't put Taysom out there just to run the ball instead.
He ran 36 times last game. You can't just do that.
He's not built for that.
To break this down.
He's the Jamar Gibbs of this team. You got to find you somebody else to run up the middle.
To break things down correctly, right? Let's address the bad. The salary cap is the worst.
Terrible. Signing.
So now we're struggling to find players and build a better team.
So this is where you have to improve. Mickey Loomis has done a terrible job running the cap,
kicking the ball down the road,
giving
people bonuses and yeah.
This sounds like our budget for the government.
Yeah. Trevor Penny, you gave up 2 draft picks for Trevor Penny.
Worst.
Terrible. Kendra Miller, 3rd round draft pick.
Nope.
Cannot see the field.
There goes some offensive line help right there.
Terrible. I can't be mad about. I like the so next year we're gonna have 6 picks in the draft in the first 150 picks. You have to be excited about that. The Saints have to, regardless. All right, you know you're gonna have Derek Carr. You know you're gonna have Taysom Hill. All right, on the offensive line, the 2 pieces you do have, Talise Fuaga, great pick this year.
Yes.
All right, Eric McCoy. You know you got a top 5 center. You have to shore up the left guard. That Lucas Patrick, whatever you got going over there, ain't working. Right tackle. I don't know what you have to do to Trevor Penny, but it's not working. Sure, he can run block. He gets beat. Every pass play.
Blocking is terrible.
Why is he on the ground? He stays on the ground more
as
than
big
anybody.
as he is. He should just be able to stand there.
You should be, and it's you got to do something with that. I don't know what you do with that, but that's a bust.
So I'm gonna throw a name out there to you that y'all might not agree with. Demario Davis.
Got to retire.
He takes up 4.5% of our salary cap.
We'd be stuck with him for all of next year.
Yeah, he's a free agent as of 2026.
But so if you got rid of Ryan Ramczyk,
He's gone.
If he retired,
If
Cam Jordan retired,
10% of our salary cap.
That's $50 million right there.
Yep.
And if Demario Davis retired, that's $62 million right there.
And you got rid of the three of the oldest players, because the Saints are the oldest team.
Ryan Ramczyk's 31, Cam Jordan's 36. And who'd you say?
I'm
Demario Davis.
Demario Davis is 36.
And my last guy, Tyrann Mathieu. Sorry, Tyrann. I love you, man.
Tyrann Mathieu's 33, takes up 4.14% of the salary cap.
He has to go too. I'm surprised they didn't move him at the trade deadline.
Right. I mean, you're still gonna. He has a dead cap of $4 million. So I mean, no, not $4 million. He has a dead cap of 7.2.
Oh my God.
So
here's the thing.
So what
they can not take Chase Young in the next year.
He's not going to be there.
And that'll give them some space.
He was on a 1-year contract.
So what Mickey Loomis was doing, you can look at it right here. He was kicking the can down the road and paying these people signing bonuses and guaranteeing their money and just killing the future.
And the only assets you have going forward, Fuaga, Taysom Hill, Kamara.
Maybe Peyton Turner.
No,
you don't like him?
No. And that was a first-round pick.
Yeah. But he's out of here in 2026.
And that was a first-round pick. You got Carl Granderson on the defensive line.
He got cash. He takes up almost 5% by himself, and he got a cash award of $13,387,000.
Wow.
But he deserves it.
I'm just saying, talking about moving money around. I mean, so if you're talking about that, I mean, Tom Brady. If you remember Tom Brady, when he knew his team was struggling, He went into the GM's office, and the GM was like, look, we can't talk about this. And he said, I don't care. He said, I want to help our team win. He said, what do we got to do? He broke it down into 6 years at $10 million. He said, if my family can't live on $60 million in the next 6 years, he said, something's wrong with me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But he made that sacrifice.
that was a great that was an organization.
This is what this team needs. These guys need to go in there and say, I want to win, rather than a couple more $1 million.
It's too late.
You know,
It's too late because Loomis converted everything to
they can change this.
no, they cannot.
Some of them can.
Signing bonuses.
Yeah, we do lose the $9 million cap hit from Chase Young at
Yep.
the end of this year.
Yep.
And we do lose Jawan Johnson's $6 million
He's
cap
got to
hit.
go.
And
They
you
gotta
said,
go.
and you said Ryan Ramczyk is going to retire.
Yeah, Cam needs to
So
retire.
that's $29 million.
So
If Cam retires, I mean, you're looking well over $60 million.
if
in
everything
returns.
played right and 3 people are retired, we get rid of these 2 that are leaving, you're pretty close to saving yourself.
To under the salary cap.
Yeah.
To just
With-
go
without-
under
without
the salary
signing
cap.
anybody.
We're not
Right.
signing anybody yet.
No. So with all these picks we're supposedly getting in the draft, you need to make some great.
Choices.
Because you haven't done it.
No.
You picked Penny.
Yeah.
You picked Kendra Miller.
Yes.
Like, on the defensive side of the ball, thank God you got Breezy. Thank God you developed Carl Granderson.
Yeah.
Okay?
Maybe they make some trades in the offseason. They give them value. They got to.
They got to pay them.
Hey, they got to pay him.
Yeah.
$77 million broke the cap.
You got to get rid of some of these guys to get some more draft picks and rebuild through the draft, and you got to make the right choice. Starting with Cam Ward.
Starting with a quarterback.
Well, I agree with that.
And even if you don't get a quarterback, even if you don't go get a quarterback, if you wait, you have to do this. You have to go fix your offensive line. You have to fix your defensive line. Right now, I can name 2 assets. Tuis Fuaga, Eric McCoy on the offense,
Yep.
Brian Brise, Carl Granderson on the defense. I don't like anybody else. Now, in the secondary, you got some pieces. You got Alontae Taylor. You got Paulson Adebo, who is a contract year. I don't know if they're going to pay him. And you got Kawhi McKinstry. I do like those pieces.
Yeah.
But you have got to... Kendra Miller, we're not getting anything from you. Jamal Williams, we've got nothing from you. That was...
The problem is they're not making any money anyway. But
What kind of a bad contract is this?
Jamal Williams is looking at like $2.3 million in overage, and Kendra Miller is just at $1.5 million.
Now look at how bad this is.
They were supposed to be Alvin Kamara's help.
Yeah.
And they're not on
They're
the
not
field.
nothing.
Cedric Wilson,
Oh, God.
a $3.4 million cap hit for a dude who
Never sees the field.
barely sees the field,
Yeah.
and we're stuck with him until after 26.
Yeah.
So this is Mickey Loomis.
This is Mickey Loomis. This is Loomis.
This is some bad financial choices.
Cedric Wilson is a league minimum receiver.
He's a number. He put up great numbers in Miami. But look who he's with. He was with Tua. He was. Look, you don't have a Tua.
Didn't you see what happened when Miami didn't have Tua? They fell apart bad.
Yeah, you don't. This team is not. You don't. You have Mason Tipton right now.
Yep.
Your quarterback, one of your assets going forward, one of your best assets going forward, one of your shining stars, 2 of them, Rashid Shaheed, Chris Olave, right?
Yep.
Your
Hurt.
quarterback has killed them.
Yes.
Literally. Literally, these guys had their life on the line.
Yep.
Two of your assets going, something that you have to build this team around,
Yeah.
right? Your quarterback got him destroyed.
That boy needs to be benched
Snot bubbles are coming out of his ear hole,
and
right?
put Taysom in. And he's not going to be the all-star quarterback of the dreams, but he will be out there to make some stuff happen.
Man, I don't.
Because he could take a hit, he can run, and he can play under pressure. He's something to work with from right now.
And
There's a little bit of hope at the end of the tunnel here.
And on
at
top
the
of
end,
that,
at
he gets
2026.
He can work with his pay.
it's 2026 before this cap is right.
2026
Maybe.
before you can start making trades.
That's if they don't mess it up.
as if they don't start converting salary bonuses.
And making the right choices through the draft. Build that
into the
offensive
draft.
line. Build your offensive line.
Build your defensive line.
That's it. That's what Peyton did. Have you ever noticed Peyton never got offensive players. He kept rebuilding offensive lines and defensive
Listen
lines.
to this. Listen. What has changed? Jari Evans was drafted by Peyton.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we had Teron Armstead.
Yes.
At a blue, what did he come out? Something A&M, Arkansas A&M or something.
Mm-hmm.
Pine Prairie. Carl Nix was a 6th-round draft pick. Dude consistently made Pro Bowls. John Stitchcomb, it took him 2 years to develop, but he played for 10 years, and he come out of the University of Georgia. I can constantly name great offensive line.
Marcus Colston.
Look,
there you go.
at Hofstra, you went and they found talent and they developed it. And now look at our draft.
That's what they're
picks.
going to have to do now.
And I don't.
They're going to have to save their draft capital for either A, the future quarterback that will give them something, or B, for something to build this team to where they can actually become a dominant team in the NFL.
And this is something else that's aggravated me about the Saints. Look, Zach Bond, right? You draft him in 3rd round.
Mm-hmm.
He was going to be good. You played him out of position for years. He goes to Philadelphia. They play him in the right position.
And
he's balling out.
Lighting it up.
That's it.
You let Trey Hendrickson go.
Just walk out the room.
You let him walk out the room for drafting Peyton Turners, for drafting Marcus Davenports. You're drafting small school guys.
Man,
University of Houston.
I'm trying to think right now. I can't remember his name, man. The middle linebacker for the Lions, the kid with the blonde.
Alex Alonzi.
They let him walk.
They let Alex Anzalone walk. They let these people. Marcus Williams. You let Marcus Williams out the building.
That's it.
And you went and got an older Tyrann Mathieu. You got a legitimate. Hey, if you're going to pay Derek Carr $50 million, you could have paid, at that time, the best free safety in the league.
Right.
Instead, you got older. Because
kicking the can down the road.
And then Tyrann Mathieu takes up. He's in the top 10 of salary cap problems for the Saints. You took somebody and you made them a problem.
You had something promising. You had something you grow on. You let him walk, and you got an aging player, and you paid him. It's embarrassing. Marcus May. They paid Marcus May 2 years.
That's
outrageous amount of money.
Yeah, I think what they should have done, and they should do going forward, is when you do this move and you pay this much money, you got to make sure they're at least under 30.
And not only that, if you draft somebody, Zach Bond, you saw what he did in college. That's his position. Mm-hmm. If you're not going to play him there, don't draft him.
No. That's it.
Hey, stop going after the Peyton Turners because they're 6'7" and 280 pounds. Yeah. Hey, guess what? That 6'7", 270 pounds, he's not running down Josh Allen.
No.
He's not running down Lamar Jackson.
That's the Saints trying to get cute with it.
He's not running down Baker Mayfield.
Nope.
You know what? He's not running them down. Trey Hendrickson, you had an asset. You let him go for that. A small school prospect. You want big players? You go to Georgia. Mm-hmm. You go to Alabama. You go to LSU. You go to Ohio State. Right?
Mm-hmm.
That's where you stop outsmarting Jeff Ireland. This is a Jeff Ireland problem.
Right.
Hey, you went in there. You got praised for those first couple of drafts. The past 3 or 4, it's not been productive.
No.
You had the best right tackle. You drafted the best right tackle last rookie, Talise Fuaga. Right tackle, Oregon State. What'd you do? You moved him to left tackle. If you've got the best right tackle,
make him a right tackle.
Keep him at right tackle. I don't understand it.
I don't get it.
When I watch the draft and I see the Saints doing their draft, I'm automatically doubting it. I'm like, he's a great player, but they're going to use him completely wrong.
Eric McCoy, great center. You played him at center. Look what he's doing. Cesar Ruiz.
Yes.
From Michigan. He was a great
awesome
center.
Guard. Mm-hmm.
Great center. Hey, 3 years you had to train him to go to right guard. Mm-hmm. Hey, he's good. He's serviceable, right?
Yeah.
Hey,
but his
position was center.
That's a lot of work for money you paid up front.
So you had to work on him for 3 years at a $12 million cap hit.
Yep.
That doesn't make any sense to me.
No, he played center at Michigan. Don't draft a center and play him at right guard. You want a right guard? Go get the best right guard.
Tyrann Mathieu, man,
You know,
$7.2 million.
It's kind of crazy, right? So it's kind of like building a house. You need a 4x4, but you go get a 2x4.
And you slice it in half.
And then now you got to go get another 2x4 just to make it a 4x4.
That's all it is, man. They just keep kicking the can down the
They
road.
look at
That's it.
measurables. They don't
But
look.
you're paying the same price as if you'd have bought the 4x4.
So who's going to fix it?
This is the question. Is Mickey Loomis there at the
Next
end of
year.
this year?
If he is, then they're trying to move this team to another city.
That may be true.
I don't think so. I don't think Gale's moving this team.
No, I don't think so either. I'm just saying if he stays there, there's no fixing this.
This is the similar situation like a Jerry Jones situation. You got the wrong guy with his mouth open.
They've done this. He's done this for so long. This is his system. This is the way he does things. So there's no fixing it. He's going to keep doing it.
Yeah, you can't teach an old dog new tricks.
The Saints missed that alpha. They missed the general, like Sean Payton. Because Mickey Loomis, before Sean Payton got there, his record was not good.
So here's my thing. Do you think Sean Payton saw the writing on the wall?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Everybody
Everybody
knew
knew
that.
that.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
He got out of town before he couldn't win a game again.
Yeah.
He has a legacy to protect.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
And look what he's doing in Denver with nothing.
Building.
Yep.
He's building.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they gave him the freedom to do that.
3 years from now, Denver going to be a competitive
Oh,
team.
Yeah. They're 4-5 now.
So
And more wins than Saints, less talent.
that's it.
Just a couple other things on the state of the franchise of the Saints. Do y'all believe the rumors that Miss Gale came down and fired Dennis Allen and not Mickey Loomis?
Yes.
I do. Mickey Loomis isn't the type of guy that can make the hard choices.
Mickey Loomis is the one that brought him in the building.
Do you remember what he said? He said, "Look past the results."
That is insane.
What COO? If I'm running IBM and I'm losing money, do I look past the results?
No.
The results are what
You
I'm
start
saying.
firing people.
Yes.
You're done.
You're right.
Yeah.
Like,
You guys are not meeting my standard. Goodbye.
You think
So-
Elon Musk has ever said, "Look past the results"?
Heck no.
No, because here's the thing, right? As a CEO, COO, whatever you want to be, the thing is your whole business is built on numbers, and this system here is built on numbers. You make money when you win.
Yeah.
So if you look at it like this, I mean, I've had Saints season tickets forever. Check it out. They make money. My tickets, when I'm not going to the games, make money when the team is winning. The seats, if you go to the stadiums today, they're not full. Not all the seats are sold. They're not sold out. When Drew Brees was there and Sean Payton was there, you couldn't. Those tickets were always sold out.
Yeah, you couldn't find
all
them.
the way, all the way to the top.
So
They were sold out.
I had season tickets. I gave them back during COVID.
Yeah.
Because why have them? But they were less expensive then with a winning team than they are now. Now they're outrageous.
The reason they're like that is the cost of the team right now, and they're not making their money back because they're not winning. And it's like you said, it's the result situation. You have to have results. CEOs, their things are based on numbers. If my department is not producing, you get a warning. Here it is. I see you not working. It's not working. Maybe you're not
are
seeing.
on notice.
Yeah, this isn't working out the way you think it is. Maybe your perception of the outcome is not there. Fix it or else. And that's it. There is no more talking. And if you're the guy who doesn't, you keep taking a dead horse and riding him to the end, guess what? Your company goes under. That's what it is.
And the problem, and I can't help but think of the problem as in Dennis Allen. CD Deuce, he had a problem with him. He left.
Yeah.
CD Deuce left. What did he do the next year? Led the league in interceptions. Why? Because Dennis Allen didn't like him.
Right.
Hey, I don't think Dennis Allen liked James Winston. James Winston was 7-2 before he got hurt. Hey, Dennis Allen didn't like him. Who did he play? He played the Red Rifle. Terrible. James Winston is a better quarterback than the Red Rifle.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's all day long.
He's a better quarterback than Derek Carr.
Oh, yeah.
I agree.
I agree with that, too.
And these are all bad decisions that this team has made. And this game is because it's Atlanta. It was $151 for some of these tickets. Last week when Carolina, they were looking at Carolina games going forward and everything else. There were some tickets $28 to $32.
Wow.
$32.
Wow.
Bro, you are not. How much popcorn and beer you have to sell to make a profit?
That's it. That's crazy, ain't it?
Yes, and it's this team. It's not gonna be New Orleans fans, us,
No.
NFL fans. This is gonna be slow. This is not gonna happen overnight.
That's if they make the right choice. It could be like the Cleveland Browns. It could take years.
It could, at the earliest, be 3 to 4 years down the line. It
Yeah.
could be as far as 10 years down the
Before
line if you
you're-
start making bad decisions.
Before you're competitive. Yep. I mean, I'm not talking about playoffs. Before you're competitive.
Here's what's crazy.
Before people
is
are excited to see your team play.
Yeah.
you got some really good wide receivers out there, and they're all beat up. Who says they come back and want to play? You're going to have to find You're going to put this team back together piece by piece like a puzzle with 1,000 pieces.
I think Miss Gale put a lot of faith into Mickey Loomis, and she can't look past it.
Yeah.
But if the old man was still here, man, this
He'd
wouldn't be
have
going
fired-
down.
he'd
This
have
wouldn't be
fired all
going
of
down like
He'd
this.
have let them all go a long time ago.
It'd have been over with.
Yeah. Then I'm telling you right now, Peyton would have probably still be there, and everything would have not been like it is. And it's not her fault because I mean she's
She
learning
put her faith in somebody
She's
that
learning.
completely let her
you
down.
know.
Yeah.
So
I mean, Mickey Loomis has let the entire city of New Orleans down.
yep.
The franchise.
Now look,
The franchise.
the
franchise
rumor
back.
the rumor that you were talking about is that she's going to put Drew Brees in as GM. That would be a good choice.
Yeah.
But
We found out it was fake news.
Yeah, I've been googling it all over. It's fake news, but man, I wish it was happening.
We can try to talk it into existence.
Yeah, maybe.
Right now, if you get rid of Loomis, you have Jeff Ireland in the building. Jeff Ireland was a train wreck when he was
Yeah,
GM
he's part of the problem.
Dolphins. Yeah, the scouting department.
They're going to have to bring somebody in.
Yeah.
They're going to have to bring somebody in
Well,
that
they
has
got
a
Randy
different
Mueller,
philosophy.
too. They got Randy
So
Mueller.
if you get rid of Mickey Loomis, you got to get rid of Ireland and move Mueller up
Yeah.
I think Mueller gets that job again.
because there's nobody that's going to be crazy enough to come in here and try to make anything out of this.
make this work.
Mueller's already in the building.
I mean, you've got to be eyeballs going 2 to the 10th degree. I mean, you got to
Just
It's
look at how much.
trigonometry.
Look at how much red. Look at how much red is on here.
Yeah.
If your company's in the red, you're a failing company.
yeah.
I'm just-
And that's unfortunately that's the state of our franchise. So, a couple questions. So, Mickey Loomis stay?
no.
Mickey Loomis stay?
No.
I don't think so either.
I don't think he makes it. I don't. If he does,
She'll let him make it to the end of the season.
and that's it.
Top 5. Do the Saints with Rizzy? Is Rizzy going to make them anything?
No.
Top 5 draft pick
Yeah.
this year.
Yes.
Top 5 draft
Yes.
pick.
Yeah. Unfortunately, top 5 is not going to get you Cam Ward or Shadir Sanders, but
You may get
You-
Ewers.
I don't want
You may
Shadir
get
Sanders.
Ewers.
I
You may
want
get
Cam
Ewers.
Ward. I do not want Sanders.
I'd rather have Cam Ward or Ewers.
I like Cam Ward.
Ewers is like Bo Nix. He's a
I'm with you.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, besides the running part, but I'm talking about his mental.
There's too much drama with this Sanders family, man.
Demario Davis is retired.
Please
I hope
do.
so.
Please do.
I mean, he's still good, but we need him to.
We need him to
We need Cam Jordan to retire.
retire. He's not giving us anything this year.
No, Ramchek's out of the
He's
building.
Taysom needs to either renegotiate his contract and take a different position because he's not working enough on the field for what he's getting paid.
See if Denver, you're going to eat, if you're going to eat the salary, if you eat the salary, see if Denver will give you a 3rd round pick.
I like it.
Yeah.
So would you guys take 2 6th-round picks and a 7th round to try to get a 4th round? Bundle your
Do I
picks.
move up?
Bundle your picks to move up.
At one time I would, but this team is so
Here's the thing.
talent.
The necessities is like it's kind of like Chad said, right? It's better to have multiple picks and try to develop the talent from somewhere far off that you see, like a smaller school where you see the potential in these positions, to where they'll earn their paycheck 3 years from now, but they'll save you money for the next 3 years.
Look, at this juncture, I don't take a quarterback. Like, I love Cam. I like Ewers. I like Shadur Sanders. Like, there's some the 2nd round. You may have Nussmeier, right? There's some quarterbacks that are going to be there.
I don't want Nussmeier.
I like him.
I
I
like
think
him.
he's going to be a better pro than college. I mean, his dad's a college coach. I mean, his dad coached Philadelphia Eagles quarterback coach.
A Drake May type quarterback, yeah.
Look, that LSU route tree is not an NFL route tree. Like, we understand that, right?
Yep.
Like, Nussmeier's going to be a better pro. But we can talk college football. That's another segment. What you will have, though, Will Campbell is a left tackle. He's a number 1 pick for LSU. He's probably a top 10 prospect. I don't mind if you get him. I don't mind if you trade down and get another draft pick. If you get a Will Campbell, if you get somebody who's going to solidify, if you can solidify that left tackle and that right tackle spot with your center, you may be able to kick Penning in there.
Right.
And get something at the left tackle with Ruiz. Okay? And you'll have some depth pieces behind that. The first thing this team has got to do is fix this offensive line. And they've got to. You got Patrick. You got to develop some depth behind there. You got Uda. Maybe they're healthy. They and the Saints have got to do something with this staff, with their medical staff, because Uda's hurt, McCoy's hurt,
Olave,
Ramchek's knee's gone, Chris Olave's hurt, Rashid Shaheed's out for the year.
Right.
Cam Jordan is struggling. The injuries have just. Derek Carr was hurt. It's so many injuries, and you don't have any depth. You need to save every draft pick you have. Then you need to bring in so many undrafted free agents.
Oh, yeah.
I'm talking bring them in.
League minimums.
League minimum. This is all you can do, and pray you find some diamonds in the rough.
So would you go to the UFL or some league like that and try to pull in somebody on a 3-year league minimum?
They were looking at wide receivers from the UFL. They were looking at it. And you have talent.
I mean, there's got to be top offensive linemen in the UFL that are better than what we've got now.
You can poach off practice squad right now.
Yeah.
You got to tell me somebody. You can go find somebody besides Martez Valdez-Scantling on somebody's practice. You can go find a 24, 25-year-old promising. Look, you let A.T. Perry go. A.T. Perry, as soon as you let A.T. Perry go, Denver got him.
Yep.
I want the big receiver. I want a big possession receiver who gets the ball in the end zone. Hey, the Saints didn't want him.
Yeah.
The Saints were like,
We're paying him too little.
Fourth round draft pick out of Wake Forest.
Yeah.
You wasted a draft pick on him, and you said, no, we don't want him. Hey, as soon as you let him go, teams wanted him.
If you're not keeping your rookies until the end of their rookie contract, you're hurting yourself.
Why draft him? What did he do? What did A.T. Perry do that you were like, you know what? I don't like it. Because last year, he was up and coming.
Yep.
I tell you somebody I like, and this gives them 2 years to look at it, maybe 3, is Marcel Reed with A&M.
Well, he's good. He's a run quarterback. I mean, he's awesome.
he reminds me a lot of Jaden Daniels.
What he did against LSU is they put him on the map. But
I think what I'm saying is I think this is a guy they should look at for a low cost later on.
I think it's a weak quarterback class.
Yeah,
once you get outside of them top 2.
Yeah,
I think after you get outside,
maybe 3,
you're gonna have a couple people in the second round that might get some. I mean, what are you gonna do right there? I mean, you got that, but
you develop him and you build a team waiting on him to come out of college.
You may have Arch Manning.
We've already got Taysom Hill in the building. We can't get rid of him.
No, this is 2 years down the road.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you may have Arch Manning or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And Marcel Reed looks great now, and I like the projected future, but Spencer Rattler was supposed to be the next best thing in Oklahoma, and then
he ends up going to South Carolina and just being middle of the road.
Yeah, and that's like I'm worried about that. Like,
what? Get the ones that win the awards. Get the people who win the Biletnikoff and all these awards in college.
But look at Caleb Williams. You can't really depend on that, man.
Yeah, I have a different thought about Caleb Williams than you guys do. I blame the team around him for giving up on him.
I agree with some of that, but some of that is him. Because you got to have that mentality. When you're losing, you still got to have a winning mentality.
I don't care who your quarterback is. You keep Derek Carr, you're going to keep him anyway. You're paying him, keep him back there.
Way too much.
Can you fix that offensive line? For the love of Alvin Kamara, please fix the offensive line.
Absolutely.
One of the only thing he wants to be here. Like, every Saint, I want to hug him. I want to, dude, thank you.
Yeah, he's played on the same team. Yeah, he doesn't.
Yeah, we're sorry this is happening to you.
Yeah, please. Fix that offensive line so my boy has better holes to run into. So it ain't 2 yards and he's getting killed. He's so good in space. let's build that offensive line so we can do his best work. Like, that's an asset. Like, that's something good going forward.
Right.
Luis Fuaga is something good going forward. Eric McCoy is something good going forward. Chris Olave is something good going forward. Rashid Shaheed something good going forward. On the defensive side, Kool-Aid McKrinsky, Alontae Taylor,
Foster
Austin
Moreau.
Adebo.
Foster Morrow's good.
Yeah.
Because we're not paying him
We're not
anything.
paying anything.
No, and
Jawan-
he stands out.
But that's another. Jawan. Hey, he was a wide receiver. What'd they do? Moved him to tight end.
Jawan Johnson.
Jawan Johnson. Why? Why not go get a tight end?
This is his last year. So
Why?
I mean, we could sit here and talk about it all day, guys, because there's so much wrong with this team.
Yeah,
Mickey Loomis is the problem.
I agree.
Jeff Ireland, problem.
they need to bring in somebody that one star at the top changes this financial situation they're in, and then two, they got to bring somebody in that can make tough decisions on who plays and who doesn't.
Or imagine if who the next head coach is, and they bring in a defensive coordinator, and they say, because Dennis Allen ran the 4-2-5. They ran that 4-2-5, always had nickel. Imagine if the next defensive coordinator say, like, hey, we're going to run a 3-4. Then you got to give him 2 more years. Because you got to get outside
So you're saying Salah's going to be our defensive coordinator?
It needs to be an offensive coordinator or a special teams guy.
Joe Brady has to come in the building. That's the bottom line.
as a quarterback.
No, Joe Brady as the coach.
As a coach.
That has to happen.
Yeah.
It has to happen.
And then on the defensive side, if it's Salah, he runs a 3-4. You have to give him 2 more years.
Yeah.
You don't have a traditional nose.
Right.
You don't have no outside linebackers. Like you got Pete Warner, you got Demario Davis. That's 4-3 linebackers. You are.
And quit putting people in positions who come out of college as a center or a tight end
And you move them somewhere
move them
immediately.
somewhere else.
Yeah.
Let them play the position they've played for the last 10 to 15 years.
And please quit drafting athletes.
Yeah.
Their position is athlete. Don't do that.
He's really fast.
Don't do that.
He's
Can't catch
6'7".
worth nothing.
He's 6'7" and 284 pounds. He fits our prototype. Hey, he can't run down to Jaden Daniels. He cannot. So what?
Even if they can run them down, they can't wrap them up.
Guys, if we don't shut this down, we're going to be here all day, and all we're going to do is drive home angry.
I got it. All right. So we've come to the conclusion. Mickey Loomis has got to
He's
go.
got
That's
it.
Miss Gale.
Miss Gale, if you're watching,
Yeah.
make it happen.
Reach it out.
Everybody feels this way.
Miss
We're
Gale.
just the ones saying it on film.
You know it's right.
I'm single. Miss
You
Gale.
know it's right. Looking for that sugar mama. All right, guys. Well, this wraps up our team analysis for the Saints. Until next time, I'm Nick Tate,
It's Joe called
And I'm
down.
Jedi.
and we're out.
Ayy, give me the chip.
SmashMouth Footballerz.
Wait, we got a dream, next to the team, yeah, we can handle it. Wait, soon as I go and I step in arenas, they call me the champ. They know what it is, know what I do, know who I am, who don't understand. Yeah, that's overdue. My trophy say that's overdue. My ring, finna be immortalized. Yeah, they know it's true. They couldn't walk a mile or even fit into my shoes. Still, I got a lot to prove, but for all that we've been through, this overdue. This the anthem. Pull up and you know the team is strong. This your anthem. All my underdogs. Everybody get your hands up. Sometimes it's hard, but we made it through. We were struggling for a minute, so that winning overdue. Yeah. They know it's true.